Before we begin, feel free to go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hey everybody, Tarik Rever here. Hey, so the law of attraction. This particular trailer, or not trailer, but short video is going to go over, I believe, different famous celebrities and or people, public figures, interpretation of the law of attraction. And the law of attraction is definitely within my household. Growing up, even my mom, she kept writing in books. They say if you can see it, you can believe it. If you believe it, come true. And and write on the mirror what you really want, your goals, so you can see yourself literally with the goals overlapping and yourself in the mirror. So it's a pretty good visualization technique. And then later on, and it just grew and grew and grew in terms of like that belief. My wife has been really instrumental in helping nurture that. So thank you for sure. Because the law of attraction is a big deal, especially when you first see adversity. And right now, I think that my biggest obstacle now is my health, but not really, because I believe that it's just a matter of time before I get better. I know I've made some progress, so I'm keeping trying and keep pushing through it, and I'll make it through. I believe that, and so just a matter of letting that gravity of the universe be attracted to your beliefs. So whatever goal that you do have, in your life. So let's see this video. So, okay.
What are you afraid of? And do you agree with that comment that you attract what you fear?
You attract, not just what you fear, you attract what you feel, what you are, what you attract. What's on your mind,
It's like
exactly.
the law of physics. I don't know how anybody can disagree with that. It's just, ask any physicist.
And Arkin.
It's true.
David Mamet wrote a line in the play Edmund, "Every fear hides a wish," which I think is close to that.
I still am very insecure in so many ways, but I wish I could give that gift to all my fans. You have the freedom to pull the superstar out of yourself that you were born to be. We are all born superstars.
When things are going good and you visualize these good things happen, you visualize more good things happen, that's easy. What's not easy to do is when things are going bad and you're visualizing the good stuff.
Champion Conor McGregor. Conor, you've been dreaming about this moment. You've been talking about this moment. Honestly, though, does it feel the way you thought it would?
Yeah, it does. It feels beautiful. I dreamt this so much, so clearly, so precisely, and so frequently.
Kind of get cauliflower ear. Never mess with someone with cauliflower ear.
Reality, and that's what that's what I am feeling right now. It's a dream come true.
I would visualize things coming to me that I wanted or whatever.
This was in like 1987, 85,
yeah. And I had nothing at that time, so it was like, but it just made me feel better. It made me, at that time, all it really was for me was kind of making me feel better. I would drive home and think, well, I do have these things, and they're out there. I just don't have a hold of them yet, but they're out there.
Okay, so didn't you write yourself a check? I heard that you did, is that true?
I wrote myself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered, and I gave myself 5 years, or 3 years maybe.
You put a timestamp on it.
And I dated it Thanksgiving 1995, and I put it in my wallet, and I kept it there, and it deteriorated and stuff, but then just before Thanksgiving 1995, I found out that I was going to make $10 million on, I think it was Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber, yeah. So you visualize yourself like... Visualization works if you work hard.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing. You can't just visualize and then, go eat a sandwich.
Like, you just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way. It's like, it's water. It wants to move and go around stuff, So for me, I want to represent possibilities. I want to represent the idea that you really can make what you want.
There are many ways to get the things that we want for ourselves in our lives.
Freaking amazing.
But basically, it all begins with how we choose to think. As you think, so shall you be. 7 little words that I think are perhaps the most important things that we can learn and master in our lives. This old proverb notion that I become what I think about all day long. And once you know that what you think about is what expands, you start getting real careful about what you think about. You don't allow your thoughts to be on anything that you don't want or that you wouldn't want to have manifest or show up for you in your life.
Like attracts like.
Like attracts like.
You have to understand, you are a magnet. Whatever you are, that's what you draw to you. If you're negative, you're going to draw negativity. You're positive, you draw positive. You're a kind person, more people are kind to you. So you're like a magnet, you know, and you got to understand something about like attracts like. If you see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand.
Say, free your mind.
This is so true. Joy and depression cannot reside in the same space. Laugh every chance you get. Just bust out laughing, even if it ain't funny. Just laugh.
They see that a lot of, historically speaking, a lot of geniuses, or even like very instrumental people, like Buddha, for example. There's a lot of people of high regard in that sense, and whether they be prophets or community leaders, some of that, they said they have a good sense of humor. That is like the thing. A lot of them say there's a good sense of humor, a jovial even, you know. So the correlation. Look at Albert Einstein, for example. He was super wacky, you know what I'm saying? So there is a correlation between like laughter. I'm not saying to laugh like 24/7. That'd be like kind of weird, you know. But definitely moments in a day. Like hopefully each day there's a moment where you can laugh. You know, I keep, you know, I try to remind myself for myself to laugh, and try to have people around me laugh, you know, like make my family laugh, you know, and try to incorporate myself with society that way sometimes, you know, or definitely with other aspects of the human psyche, but laughter is a huge aspect, you know, in terms of kind of breaking up the pollution that this world kind of like plunges into us, or it tries to, at least, you know. In a lot of ways it's just the gravity of things, you know, but we have our own gravity within us, you know. We can expand. There's limitless space within our soul, or our essence, or our mental persona, whatever you want to call it, you know. It's my joints. Sorry. Yeah, but there's unlimited potential within all of us. So I think I made a little thing about that, but a little picture or something, you know. So I try to picture literally what I believe, you know, and what a lot of other people believe, but try to make that manifest. Once you write it down or you say it out loud, even more important, say it out loud, you know, to yourself, you know, and say it from your chest, like
say it with your chest.
Yeah. Like say it from your chest, man, because that's true, you know. Like, you believe it, it's gonna happen, you know. It will gravitate towards you. All right. Thanks again. Like, share, subscribe.